You know when you're trying to get in shape for summer, you step on the scale. The number is still the same. You think that yesterday I moved and I ate less calories. Why isn't the weight moving? So you step on the scale again, thinking it's a fluke. But it's not. The same number appears. I've been there for far too many times. And in this video, I will give you a step-by-step guide on how to get in shape for summer. My name is Romet and I help young guys get into better shape by eating clean and training smart. I have gone through a similar transformation myself. I used to be really overweight. At 16, I was 93 kilograms and I lost around 23 kilos of basically pure fat, and I got to around 70 kg, and now I am in the best shape of my life. Here is exactly how to get in shape for summer. Approximately we have around 60 days if you are realistic until summer. So the first thing is caloric deficit. You have probably heard of it, right? So you know a little bit of it, but I'll go over it. So basically you eat calories throughout the day. Let's say it's around 2000 calories and you burn 1900 calories. This means that we have a little bit of a deficit of around 100 calories. This means that the weight will start going down. 1 kilogram of fat equals to around 7700 calories. This little deficit that we had of 100 calories needs to accumulate up to 7700 for us to lose 1 kg, right? And it goes the same for the other way around. When you're trying to, for some reason, gain fat, you need to go over this 2000 calories that we burn. We need to go 7700 calories above that. So if we eat around 2500, this means that it is a 500 calories surplus. You eat more than you burn. This over time accumulates up to 7.7 thousand, and you have gained a kilogram of body fat. Our goal is to get the deficit to around 500 calories. So you burn 2000 and you eat around 1500. So there will be this 500 calorie gap. This means that when you do that for a whole week, you will lose around half a kilogram of body fat. That's amazing, right? But how can we get there? I know you have heard of counting those calories, but I actually really recommend you to do that, because visually you really can't see the difference of what is 300 calories of maybe oats and 500 calories worth of oats. I know you're thinking that, counting calories will take time and it is requires effort, but what the fuck do you expect, brother? You want to lose weight and get in shape and you are not willing to put in the minimal amount of effort that is required. Your brain is working against you here. You think that, I'll just skip this one. I'll hear what the guy has to say. I've gone down this path. I know what you're thinking right now. And do you think that I made progress? Fuck no. That's the main reason I didn't make progress, because I didn't know how many calories I was eating. The 500 calorie deficit that I thought that I was making, it wasn't there, because the actual calories that I ate was around 2.2 thousand. I wasn't even in a deficit. This is why it's so important to track those calories, to know exactly the number that you have. Because I think that yesterday I just came home from work and I hadn't logged in my foods yet because I had a busy day and I was the whole day was packed. I came home, I was I get to eat more. I logged in everything that I ate that day, and it accumulated up to the calories that I was meant to eat. So if I didn't put in the calories, log in the food, I would have gone over the calories and actually made my whole day into a surplus, not into a deficit. What type of food you eat will make a night and day difference to the progress that you're gonna make. Most people tell you that it doesn't matter, you just count the calories, whatever. But I was in that same like bracket. I thought to myself, yeah, okay, let's do it. I'll eat the things that I have been eating for like years. Guess what? I didn't make progress. It was because those shitty types of food don't have that good of a nutritional value. You know that? This means that you won't feel as full after you've eaten. You know what is the reason why you go to McDonald's and you can eat like 5,000 calories? Because the food doesn't fill you up. The ingredients in there do all kinds of things to your body. And the reason is it fucks with your hormones. We have two main hormones right here what come into play. One is ghrelin, the feeling of hungriness. This hormone actually increases when eating shitty types of food, processed food. Things that are more than like one ingredient, that are processed and put together. It increases your hunger. So you want to eat more food. And this other hormone called leptin, the feeling of fullness. After you've eaten, you feel more hungry and you want to eat more. And you won't feel as full because of those like hormones being fucked up. How it works is by you have insulin and it spikes. Insulin spike causes for those two hormones to do all kinds of things. You feel less saturated or full after you've eaten, so you want to eat more food. And also, you are more hungry. You constantly want to have more food. So this is why it's so important to exchange processed foods to one ingredient foods. There is this one simple rule that I follow. If you can't picture how it grows, don't eat it. Foods like rice, rice is made out of rice. Meat is made out of meat. Except those like processed things that are like put together. So start eating more meat, more protein, because those are natural sources that actually fuel our body. I agree with you. You don't get this like 10 out of 10 like sensation in your brain that, oh, this fucking tastes amazing. Like it is like this eating at McDonald's. No, but it is good enough. The amount that it is lower by like feeling like this amazing dopamine spike isn't that high. And especially since we're trying to get in shape for summer, it means that we're willing to sacrifice a little bit of that fun right now to enjoy it later. Now, an actionable step for you to do is take a piece of paper, like an A4 paper, and create a to-do list daily. I'll show you an example right now on the screen of mine and how I like do those check marks, because it keeps you accountable and you actually need to fill that out. And there's one thing that you need to do. You need to be consciously on that, like, yes, I will do it. You need to commit to it, because there have been far too many times when I have just quit it and, not done it. But now when I have been constant on that, I have been like filling it out every single day, then it has made the most progress like that I have ever seen. In the list, put your daily weight. So weigh yourself daily. The calories that you ate, log that into MyFitnessPal, get the calories, put it on the piece of paper. Third, make a section for training or moving. So every single day you either train or you take a walk. And those are the main three things put in there. If you want to like do more good habits, put them in there. Meditation, whatever you like, okay? And do that daily. Commit to this. I promise you, this will change if you don't do this, the probability of you getting into shape for summer is going already lower, and you don't want that. Here are some hacks that if you take this will like guarantee the weight loss or like getting into shape for summer, right? First, drink water, at least 3 liters per day. You have heard it from everywhere. Everybody tells, yeah, it's water, but nobody fucking does it. Nobody even owns a water bottle these days. So get a water bottle, put it into your like close vicinity, so you see it, you fill it up, you drink it. Yes, this means that you'll go to the toilet more often. Yes, but this also means that you're more healthy. Your body works the way it is supposed to be, and it helps with cravings. Did you know that? You crave for less foods because sometimes you mix up those two feelings. Oh, I'm hungry, oh, I'm thirsty. This is a non-negotiable. You just need to take this. Just go and buy a water bottle and just start using one if you're not already. Second, 8 hours of sleep. We all have heard sleep, yes, go to sleep, blah, blah, blah. But why? Why should you go to sleep? You remember I talked about those hormones that will get fluctuated and do all sorts of things. You probably have noticed as well, when you get shitty sleep, you want to eat more like foods that are feeling good. You just want something fast, right? I feel that every time I get shitty sleep, I'm like, oh, fuck the fucking diet. I don't want to eat that like meat today. Fuck. I'll just go to the store and buy something, right? It is exactly why those hormones go up and down. Makes it so much more harder. So take effort, sacrifice that little bit of playing games, or I don't know what you're doing at night. I usually am on my phone and I have to do this like conscious move that, okay, what the fuck am I doing? Am I like some like peasant guy who doesn't have control over his like mind and body? Fuck no. Put the phone away, go to sleep. Get good rest the next day on the grind, making my food, preparing it, eating clean. If you're anyone actually serious about getting in shape, then the first link in the description, and come hop on a call with me. Yeah?